Yeah, like you said, you have to be on the social media. You have to master it. It's nice to see that HHS comms understands you got to fight fire with fire. What I see is them trying to splinter, the MAGA movement and people inside that movement. You saw them trying to drive it through with Elon and Trump, and then with the Iran strike, you saw it splintering a little, and that's probably the best weapon that the left has right now, or any organization that doesn't want the MAGA agenda. And you got to watch that like a hawk. I know Trump's aware of it, but that's the best way to splinter. And then, like you said, paying for those conservative tweets, since they don't have an offense of their own.
The Gaza conflict was huge.
Yeah.
Gaza conflict remains a major divisive structure that is actively exploited by both IDF and Hamas and the opposition. When that started out, I elected not to stick my nose in the middle of it. It's not my core competency. But moreover, what I observed was that you have two of the most highly accomplished, skilled psychological warfare units in the world duking it out head to head in an environment now where it's increasingly difficult to even be able to rely on, don't believe your lying eyes. Rely on seeming video footage that can be entirely synthetic. It's extremely, so you ask with Cywar, what's happened to it? It's gone mainstream. It's become a core function of corporate policy and advocacy and marketing and strategic positioning. And it's become a lot more sophisticated and subtle, consequent to artificial intelligence. And remember, we talked about this in the Cywar book, and I think we covered it before, surveillance capitalism, that the building through your data of a virtual avatar for you and everybody else, both as individuals and collectively as members of various categories, that's incorporating everything from the data that is being drawn from your car or your cell phone about where you are and when you are and how you drive and what you shop for and blah, 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 blah. And certainly whatever your search activities are. All that's being aggregated to generate a virtual avatar of who you are.
Peter Thiel took $500,000 and turned it into $1 billion using the exact same techniques we're using inside the investment club. He met his CEO, his name was Zuckerberg. He pitched him the deal and he said, okay, I'll give you $500,000. Mark went public and sold the shares to people like you. Well, what happened to Peter? Well, he exited and got a 2,300x return. The wealthy invest in early stage companies, folks. The public markets are for suckers. It's a rigged game. By the way, this happens in crypto as well. It's called pre-sale tokens. This is Solana. Does anybody know this chain? They sold pre-sale tokens for 4 cents. And you can see the date on there, April 5th, 2018. Look at Solana today, folks. That thing's up over 1,000x. The media and Wall Street and all these hype people get you to buy the top. Meanwhile, they put their clients in at the bottom and they use you for liquidity to make their clients rich. You can play this same game. You just have to have the financial education and the deal flow. That's it.
And then that is being used as a driver. All those data are for sale. And they're being drivers for guiding the AIs to craft the information ecosystem that you're encountering. So we're moving to a situation where everything is customized in a real-time basis to advance whatever the payer's agenda is, based on your idiosyncratic personality characteristics and preferences. Incredibly powerful. So that's where it's at right now, and I'm afraid it's where it's going to be increasingly difficult to discern what is reality. We're all going to become believers in existentialism, that reality is whatever we feel it to be, right? Especially those that are living in a virtual world, like a lot of our youth, as opposed to, this is an older essay that I wrote long ago, this tension between the physicals, the virtuals, the overlords, and the machines, I think is the new caste structure. And there still are people that live in the physical world. They have to do things like manage your electrical power, or repair your car, or a myriad of other jobs that increasingly pay very well in the United States. They're six-figure income jobs, and they go crying for people. And meanwhile, the universities are churning out, we could go down that road, but graduates with large debts that are increasingly unemployable, and they're going to be they're being made redundant by the new technology and artificial intelligence, not the least of which is the coders, who thought they were immune to all this, but they're like the first ones getting jettisoned. And if you're in the service industry, if you're in finance and those kind of things, good luck. I would not advise any 20-something to go intern at Bears and Stern right now. I just don't think that's going to be a sustainable business model.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.